Hello, teacher. Today I am alone. For that reason, I will play two roles, like examiner and at the same time candidate. So, good evening. My name is John Smith. Could you tell me your full name, please? Yes, my full name is Roger Rangel de la Peña. And what shall I call you? Uh, Please call me Roger or Roger. Can I check your identification? Yes, sir. This is my ID. That's fine, thank you. Okay, now in this first part of the exam, I'm going to ask you some question about yourself. Let's talk about home. Do you live in a house or a flat? Currently, I live in a flat, in a small apartment with about 60 square meters. I live in the Chapinero neighborhood in the capital of Colombia, in Bogota. Who do you live with? Right now, I live alone. However, in the next year, I will live with my girlfriend because I had to. I want to have a family with my girlfriend. Do you plan to live there in the future? Yes. This is an apartment that I bought maybe 5 years ago. For me, it's a very good place because it's located in a strategic position in the city, very near to my office, very near to pharmacies, gym, universities, malls, and for me it's good. For that reason, I can say that that is a good place to live. What would you change about your home? Maybe I want to have more space. My home is good. I have two bedroom and a terrace with a garden. Nevertheless, for me, it would be very good. Maybe has more space to do physical exercise, to work out. Um, Maybe it's something like something very good. Maybe for me, but my apartment is good. My apartment is good. Do most people live in house in your country? Colombia is a country with a population about 50 million people, and people live in house maybe 3 4 people. However, currently nowadays there are a lot of people that decided to live alone. More young people decided don't have family, and for that reason it's very common today see people live alone. Now let's talk about birthdays. Do you usually celebrate your birthday? Yes, I usually celebrate my birthday. My birthday is in October. I think that October, November, and December is the best part 3 months that there are the best part of the year, the happiest months in the year, and for that reason I celebrate my birthday all year. Can you remember a birthday you enjoyed as a child? I can say that my childhood was very happy. I have a few family, my father, my mother, my sister, and I remember that the all my birthdays was very special with my family, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it that date. Which birthday I consider important in your country? I didn't remember maybe that a special birthday for a special historical character in our history. Maybe I can remember historical dates like Boyacá battle in the 7th August, maybe the Christ of Independence, not in the 20 July. There are special dates in Colombia. Second part. Now let's move on to the second part of the exam. I'm going to give you a topic. Can I like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes? Before you start, you will have 1 minute to think about what you are going to say. You can make some up if you want. Do you understand? Yes, I understand. Yes. Here is pencil and paper for writing notes, and here is your topic. I would like you to talk about a place you have recently visited. Okay? Okay. All right. Remember, you have 2 minutes for this, so don't worry if I stop you. I will tell you when the time is up. Can you start speaking now, please? Well, I remember that my last trip in my country was to Monteria. In Monteria was where was I won I when I grew up and I was born. Monteria is a spectacular city. It's and a city in the north of the country, very near to the sea, with a beautiful beach, with a beautiful landscape. I like a lot this city because it's one of the most important place to agriculture, to cattle raising. It's one of the most important or most fertile valley in the world. And for me, it's a very good place to take vacation. I went to my girlfriend and I took vacation in Monteria. She liked it. She liked this city because the weather is very very good. Because the weather in Monteria is with a high temperature, and we live in Bogota. And sometimes you need this kind of weather in your blood and in your skin. I remember we went about 2 weeks maybe in the last vacation, and I liked Monteria because first it's a small city. It's a city with about 500,000 people. However, it has a lot of advantage with, for example, very good malls, and a beautiful river where when you can work out. And for me, it's one of the most favorite place in the world because has different uh, reasons. For example, in this city, I have my best my best friends, so, and I have a lot of family. I like, for example, to have meeting in the night and to take some drinks and to have a lot of conversation with people. And I think that this city, the people is very happy, and I like a lot. Smile, and in this city is when you return, you come back to the your origin, and for me it's very good. Thank you. Would you like to go back again to the same place? Absolutely, always. This is my home, and Monteria always it will be a very good to place maybe and for to die it's a very good to place. However, I like a lot Bogota. Bogota is my second place. Now we have been talking about a place you have recently visited, and I would like to ask you some more general questions related to the topic. First of all, let's talk about traveling. Why do some people prefer to travel abroad rather than in their own country? I think that there are a lot of reasons. First, when you travel to another country, you open your mind. You can practice, for example, another language, for example, English, when you travel to US, or if you go to France, and you speak French is very good to practice. And I think that the you travel to the other place in the foreign in the broad is good for you because you can take more skill to relation with other people with other way of things, and I think it's a very good for a person. Do you think it's a good for children to experience life in a foreign country? Yes, it's very good. It's very good because a child is like a sponge. They are very open and they very quickly they can take more knowledge with different language. They can learn different codes or different ways to understand the world. And in a country like Colombia, we need more young people with a skill very multicultural, with very multicultural, that they in the future they can very good relation with people from other countries. The world is more bigger, is more smaller, thanks to the internet, to the communication, and maybe this new generation will has more opportunities to explore more this world. How have holidays changing over the past few decades? For example, in my country, the holidays has changed a lot. I remember 2 decades ago, the situation in Colombia was very complicated for guerrilla, for the violence. Today, the situation has improved, the social, the political, the economical situation, and for that reason, there are a lot of people that to travel to other cities, not only in Colombia, not only in the north of the country. At the same time, there are a lot of people that travel to the other countries in the world. Do you think it is safer to travel now than in the past? Yes, I think that currently we have different way to travel. We have different options, different airlines, different not only for land transport. At the same time, you can take a train in other countries. You can take airplane. However, it's more safe right now. No, because currently we are in a pandemic, in a global pandemic. However, we can say 6 months ago, 1 year ago, it's more safer than in the past. Thank you. That is the end of the speaking test. Thank you so much for this opportunity and to practice my English level. Thank you. Bye bye.